The Galaxy S25 series is just around the corner, with Samsung officially set to unveil the lineup on January 22. And as we edge closer to the launch, new reports are shedding more light on what to expect. One of the most exciting claims, it looks like all Galaxy S25 models will exclusively feature Snapdragon chips. That's right, no Exynos in sight this time. This news is bound to delight Galaxy fans worldwide, especially those who have been vocal about their preference for Snapdragon processors. So what exactly does this mean for the Galaxy S25 series? Let's dive into the details. According to a report from ET News, the Galaxy S25, S25 Plus, and S25 Ultra will all come equipped with Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite chip. While this might sound surprising to some, it aligns with recent trends. Over the past few years, Samsung's Galaxy S series has leaned heavily on Snapdragon chips in certain markets, but this time it's said to be of global standard. Initially, there were rumors that only the Galaxy S25 Ultra would use Snapdragon, with the Galaxy S25 and S25 Plus relying on Samsung's Exynos 2500 chip. However, it seems Samsung has had to pivot due to production issues. Reports suggest that the yield rate of the Exynos 2500 wasn't up to par, leaving Snapdragon as the only viable option. So what makes the Snapdragon 8 Elite such a game changer? This chip, unveiled in October 2024, is built using TSMC's 3nm fabrication process and features Qualcomm's custom Oryon CPU cores. These cores deliver performance on par with Apple's 18 Pro chip, which powers the iPhone 16 Pro series. In fact, multi-core benchmarks show that the Snapdragon 8 Elite has surpassed Apple's flagship chip. That's a bold statement and a testament to Qualcomm's advancements. But it's not just about raw CPU power. The Snapdragon 8 Elite also boasts an Adreno GPU capable of running even the most demanding games at 60 frames per second with the highest graphics settings. Whether it's intense gaming sessions or heavy multitasking, this chip promises to handle it all with ease. Now let's talk about what else the Galaxy S25 series has to offer. Starting with the Ultra model, this phone is set to feature a striking new design with curved corners. For those who preferred the sharper edges introduced with the Galaxy S22 Ultra, this might feel like a step back, but it also adds a touch of elegance to the phone's aesthetics. The display sizes are also worth noting. The Galaxy S25 is expected to feature a compact 6.16-inch screen, making it ideal for those who prefer smaller devices. The Galaxy S25 Plus, on the other hand, offers a 6.66-inch display, while the Galaxy S25 Ultra goes all out with a massive 6.86-inch screen. Whether you prioritize portability or screen real estate, there's something for everyone in this lineup. Camera enthusiasts won't be disappointed either. The Galaxy S25 and S25 Plus are rumored to come equipped with a 50-megapixel primary rear camera, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera, and a 10-megapixel telephoto lens of the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip. Excitement is building, and we can't wait to see how the Galaxy S25 series will perform in real-world scenarios. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you excited about the Snapdragon exclusivity? Which model are you eyeing? We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. It's in the smartphone world. Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max and Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra. Both of these phones push the boundaries of mobile technology, offering cutting-edge features and exceptional performance. But which one takes the crown as the best big phone of 2024? Let's dive in and compare them side by side. Design. Starting with the design, both phones have distinct looks that reflect their brand identities. The iPhone 16 Pro Max stays true to Apple's iconic rectangular shape with flat sides and soft corners. This year, it features an even slimmer bezel, allowing for a larger 6.9-inch display. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra, on the other hand, keeps its sleek, curved edges and integrates the ever-popular S Pen, a feature unique to Samsung's Ultra series. Size-wise, the differences are minimal. The iPhone 16 Pro Max measures 163mm at 77.6mm, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra is slightly shorter, but a bit wider at 162.3mm at 79mm. That extra width allows room for the S Pen, which gives Samsung an edge in productivity. Apple, however, introduces something new this year, the camera control button, a capacitive touch key that allows for zooming and other camera controls with a swipe. When it comes to color options, Apple sticks with its sophisticated muted tones, white, black, natural, and the new Desert Titanium. Samsung goes for more variety with options like titanium violet and yellow. And for those ordering through Samsung's website, you get access to exclusive colors like titanium blue and green. Display. Now, Onto the display. Both phones deliver top-tier screen technology. The iPhone 16 Pro Max boasts a 6.9-inch OLED display with a buttery-smooth 120Hz refresh rate. As with the iPhone 15 Pro series, you also get the always-on display feature, which lowers the refresh rate to just 1 Hz when the phone is idle. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra isn't far behind with its stunning 6.8-inch AMOLED display that also supports 120Hz refresh rates and an always-on feature. One advantage Samsung brings is an anti-reflective coating, making outdoor visibility much easier in bright sunlight, something the iPhone lacks. Both displays are breathtakingly vibrant, but there are subtle differences in color. The iPhone 16 Pro Max tends to lean towards warmer yellowish tones, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra has a cooler, more tealish hue. A standout feature for the iPhone 16 Pro Max is its ability to drop its brightness to just 1 nit for easier nighttime viewing, great for late-night scrolling. Performance. Now let's talk about what's under the hood. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is powered by Apple's latest A18 Pro chip, built on a second-generation 3nm process. This makes it incredibly efficient, with significant improvements in heat dissipation and sustained performance compared to its predecessor, the A17 Pro chip. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra is no slouch either. It runs on the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip, custom-tuned for Galaxy devices. While the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 performs well, especially in gaming and graphics-intensive tasks, it tends to throttle a bit sooner than Apple's A18 Pro under extreme stress. In benchmark tests, the iPhone 16 Pro Max leads in CPU performance, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra takes the edge in 3D graphics, scoring slightly higher in peak performance. However, Apple's new chip excels in long-term sustained performance, so if you're planning on pushing your phone to its limits, the iPhone may have a slight edge. Camera next. Let's discuss one of the most critical aspects of any flagship phone, the cameras. The iPhone 16 Pro Max features a 48-megapixel main sensor paired with a new 48-megapixel ultra-wide sensor and a 12-megapixel telephoto lens with 5x optical zoom. Apple has also introduced a new lens coating to minimize lens flare, addressing a common complaint in previous models. On the flip side, Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra brings its camera game with a 200-megapixel main camera, a 50-megapixel zoom lens, a 10-megapixel telephoto camera with 3x zoom, and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide sensor. Samsung has packed in more megapixels, but remember, megapixels aren't everything. The iPhone tends to produce more natural-looking photos, whereas the Galaxy S24 Ultra sometimes leans into oversaturation, delivering more vibrant images. In low-light photography, both phones perform exceptionally well, but Samsung's larger sensor can capture more detail in some scenarios. For video, the iPhone takes the crown with its 4K recording at 120 frames per second, ideal for capturing stunning slow-motion footage. While Samsung's camera app offers tons of customization, Apple's new camera control button provides a more intuitive experience for videographers. Battery life and charging. In terms of battery life, the iPhone 16 Pro Max packs a 4,685 mAh battery, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra edges it out with a 5,000 mAh battery. Both phones are more than capable of lasting through a day of heavy use, but Samsung's slightly larger battery may give it a slight advantage. When it comes to charging, Samsung takes the lead. The Galaxy S24 Ultra supports 45-watt wired charging compared to the iPhone's 20-watt charging speed. Samsung also has reverse wireless charging, which allows you to charge other devices like earbuds on the back of your phone, something Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max doesn't offer. Software. Lastly, let's compare software. Both iOS and One UI are polished, mature operating systems, but they offer different user experiences. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is a fantastic choice. But if you're looking for more customization options, better charging speeds, and love the idea of an S Pen, Galaxy S24 Ultra might be the perfect phone for you. Ultimately, both of these phones are top-tier devices with a ton to offer. Whichever one you choose, you're getting a powerful, feature-packed smartphone that will keep you ahead of the curve in 2024.